Beachy Bean. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be doing the exact same thing that we did on Sunday, but hopefully this time it'll go to YouTube. So it says I'm casting to YouTube this time. I don't know if it did or didn't before. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to run a givey. I'm actually going to run givvies today. I've got some fun givvies. Yeah, it's just a relaxing, fun chat time. I have little needle books for givvies today. Not really, as always, I'm not selling much, so feel free to hop in there just because I'm going to give away free stuff anyways. And I ship them in an envelope, so don't even worry about it. It's 25 cents for me. And people are always really nice. So I actually have 2 of each of these. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, Beachy. That stinks. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Hop in the givey. You're not in there, so you get one of these little guys if you win. I'm happy to make them and give them away. I have 2 of each, so it's not a big deal. Because I know who's in the givey. There was nobody in there. I also wanted to show you, and I'll show this too if Stasa joins. I finished my Sashiko scrunchie. It's so cute. Hey, Shira. This is probably going to go to my wife since I have no hair. But I think it's really cute. I really like how it came out. So let me know, Beachy, if you want to do another stitching session for this, or when you're ready, we can do a making session. This is like a pretty loose one. Like it's really comfortable on my wrist. So anyway, yeah. I also have my bin newly loaded. Oh, Stasa, just speak of the devil. I was just showing off my Sashiko scrunchie here. I think it came out really cute. Just now, I just turned it on. I did a tutorial on it. Nobody came. Just kidding. I did a tutorial on it. And it was just like a slow night, which is fine. Hop in the givey. I have some fun needle books. But Beachy and Stasa got kits. So when they are ready, I don't know where you were. When they're ready, we can do like a quick recap of Sashiko and then finish off one of these bad boys. So new and exciting. I made about 30 of these today. They're the beeswax guys. These are in my shop. Yeah, seriously. There are 4 people in here and 4 people in the givey. So I think we don't even need to yell at them today. But I will make you a mod so you can really yell at people. I do know how to do this. We can all be mods now. Oh, and I have a really fun game. Okay. Allowed to moderate. Yes. Okay. Yes, Bonnie got a teal one. I'll show you the teal one but these are the thread gloss. So they're 100% beeswax, hand poured by me. And when you want to, when you need to condition your floss, you just kind of run it down like this, and it keeps it from clumping up together. And I made this one's mine because this one's a little shallow, so I claimed it for myself. But I have a ton of these. They're so cute. Here are the other colors. So sweet. And then, yeah, very, very mild smell. Yeah, please. Now I have 28 of them because I took one out and then Bonnie got one. I also have these little scissors that come on a keychain with a strawberry on them. I have a few of those in there. Those are fun to make. The real interesting thing is these things. They're little teeny tiny Stanley cups, and you can put your needles in there and your drugs in there. I put some thimbles in there. These are nice because you can really put them on whatever your finger you want. You can your finger can still breathe, and they're adjustable too, so you can tighten it up back here. So that's nice. And yeah, exactly. You can put your prescriptions in there. That's nice. So yeah, that's what we have going on tonight. And then yeah, 20 seconds on the givey. I know, Stasa, that you weren't here for the first round. And all we did was running stitch and back stitch. So I'm working on a back stitch right now. It's kind of where I left off. So we'll just kind of back stitch for a while, and I'll talk to you about that. And then I'll show you a little running stitch somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Somewhere, I guess. I did do kits for the scrunchies. Stasa, I know you probably have a million needle books. One, two, kitty, and this one's like sophisticate. 4. One, please. Yes, ma'am. Shocking choice. Number 1. I have to put a sticker on it. I had stickers out and everything. Everyone's so surprised. Hold on. And as I've been saying in my shows, I've been like so pen obsessed recently. We've entered pen world in our house and our life. So, yep. Bonnie, I did do scrunchie kits. I think I dismantled a lot of them, but I'll message you about it. Okay. Back to business. I have this little rubber thimble I'm using that I got from Crimson, which is very sweet. And so yeah, we're just back stitching this, and I guess we'll talk about I'll talk as I sew, I guess. That's just how I do everything. So I think, as I've said before, there's a lot of people who have a lot of like rules around hand sewing and hand stitching and embroidery, but like you don't have to follow any rules. There really aren't that many rules for any of this. You could do everything in backstitch and you would really get away with pretty much everything. I didn't condition this, obviously. I demoed on it, but I didn't get all of it. And I think people get a little caught up and concerned about a lot of things, but I think you should be able to embroider on like whatever fabric you want. You shouldn't have to worry too much about that. I love starting off with a knot in my thread. That's really fun for me. That happens a lot. I just try to get my needle into it somehow, and instead of trying to like tighten it. Yeah, throw out your rules. We don't need those. See if I can pop it through. Boop. Yeah, perfect. I'll just leave it in the back. Yeah, again, that's totally up to you. I'm doing these a little bit smaller because I'm going around a curve. But if you're doing something like if you're around, going out here, those are a little bit bigger. Like you don't need to. You kind of get a feel for, a feel for how long your stitches need to be to make it look the way that you want it to look. So like these are small because this is curves, and like you want smaller stitches for a curve, but for a straight line you can make them, I don't know, like up a 1/4 inch or so, I guess, if I'm trying to give it a number. I'm kind of like following, like I went in here because that's the length of where this little turn is, rather than trying to keep it like totally consistent. I'm like looking to see kind of where the next part of my curve is here, and I'm just gonna like stick it into that next part of the curve, and that's where I'm going to stitch it. That's how my brain works. I don't know. It's really like, and as with everything, it's like your choice. There's no perfect way to do this, or like I think there are a lot of people on YouTube who have a lot of rules, and that's fine. I'm just not gonna like give you a ton of mine because you'll figure it out and like what you like as you go. And like I've said before, the back's always kind of a mess. I'm not too worried about what the back looks like because I'm not going to be showing off the back. I'm probably going to back this in something and put it on my wall as an ode to my friends, as an ode to all my whatnot friends. So yeah, that's what I've got going on. I hope everyone's week is off to a good start. Somehow it's Tuesday. I keep thinking it's like Thursday or Monday. I'm really not sure. I have a little glass of juice over here. grape juice. It does feel like Thursday. What's up with that? I don't know what's going on. It's also Shira. It's your Monday, so I don't know. Yeah, I also had a busy day, so I'm happy to just be sitting and stitching. That's what I'd be up to any other time. If you're in here and you don't know what's going on, I'm teaching a summer embroidery series on Whatnot, and I did my first one on Sunday, and it did not save to YouTube. So this is just kind of like a redo of my Sunday show, so that it will be on YouTube. But we're just back stitching here until I run out of this thread, and then we'll start a new line of thread, and you'll kind of get a sense of how to start, how to tie the fancy knot. And then the other stitch we did on Sunday was a running stitch, and I really don't know where I'm going to use that on this pattern, so I guess we can decide together. And if you did buy a pattern, just kind of, change up your colors and stuff. See, this stitch was a little bit longer because I was on a straight path here. Like I wasn't curving, so I just went a little bit longer. And if you run out of any color thread, just shoot me a message with your address, and I'll put it in an envelope and send it to you. Most of the patterns also don't look like this. This was a bad one. I did a bad job printing this one, which is why I kept it. And this fusible just comes right off. It will soak off in water. That will be a fun show when we soak it all off. It's like a birth. So yeah, I hope everyone's been having a good week. Beachy isn't due to neck injections. Does that keep you from doing a lot of like hand stuff? Like hand work or like sewing and stuff? I feel like it probably does. Okay, that's good. She can speak for herself. All right, I'm at the end of this mushroom. The other mushroom I'm not going to do in this stem in this color, so I'm going to stop here. Got one more little stitch here. I'm like trying to go into a knot. That's why I can't get up into this. Okay, cool. I'll flip it over. That's disgusting. Not actually disgusting, but it sounds like gruesome. To tie this off, I'm just going to go into my last stitch with my needle and then slip it into here and then just tie it off there. And I'm going to use my special little keychain scissors. These are obviously, you can bring these through TSA. I think the cutoff for TSA is like 4 inches or something. So don't even worry about that. And I'm only doing one little knot because this isn't really going anywhere. This isn't going to get a lot of like rough and tumbleness out of it. So I think I'm going to do this little circle under here with this thread. So if I'm starting, I'll talk about starting off. I'm using an embroidery needle here. It's pretty thick. The eye of it is somewhere. If I hold it, yeah, the eye of it's pretty wide, and so I use embroidery needles because the eye is wider, and it helps me. It makes it easier to thread the needle. But certainly, I'm not selling needle threaders because I feel kind of bad about them. They always break. They constantly break. I don't want to sell you something that's about to break, so you have to buy them yourself. I just can't do it. And then I'm gonna put this through my thread gloss. This is just beeswax. I found these little containers and I was like so obsessed with them. And I was like, I definitely need to make these into something cute, and I absolutely did. And then since the last show, I figured out how to do this. I'm gonna take my needle and put it over my thread, wrap it around twice. So what I did was I needle over thread, wrap once, wrap twice. Well, I think I want it to be a little closer to the end here. Wrap once, wrap twice. I'm pretty close to the edge of this thread, the end of the thread, I should say. I'm going to pinch that with my hand, my fingers. And I didn't make the notch, of course. I did it right. I swear I did it right before the show. I swear I did it. Ugh, I was so ready to impress you guys with my little magic trick. Didn't happen. It didn't happen again. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, I just taught myself how to do it. I'm so upset. That's all right. I'm just gonna tie a little knot down here. That's all I really need to do. Yeah. So I'm gonna tie my knots, which I guess is easier for me than doing the magic trick. And then I'm gonna pick my little starting location. And the reason we back stitch is to get that like smooth continuous line look. A running stitch you can see here is a disconnected line and you go in a forward motion. But if I were to try to go in a forward motion while I was trying to get a continuous line, like I do this forward stitch, my next thing would be to try to come up really close into that hole I just came out of, and that risks like just totally undoing this stitch. Like it could just pop right out, or you're really only catching like a little teeny tiny bit of fiber in there, so it doesn't make for a very like durable stitch. So I mean, it's like kind of effective, but back stitching, it's more durable. You don't have to worry about pulling your stitches out coming out of the hole that you just went into. Just kind of makes it a little bit easier. I think I'm supposed to be grilling for dinner tonight, but I walked the dog at like 5 p.m. I'm Eastern time, and it was real feel 109 degrees outside. It was unbelievable. It was like, I don't know what is 109 degrees. It's not an oven because that's not 100 degrees, but it was gross. It was North Carolina, which is a horrible place. No, I'm just kidding. I just have it was when I visited once and it was July and it was so hot in North Carolina. I was there for a conference and I literally did not leave the hotel for 4 days because it was so hot outside. Every time I stepped out, it was like an assault on my body. It's awful. I was on a call today with someone who's like, "Yeah, I'm in Hunting Beach, California. It's in the 70s here today." I was like, "Are you kidding me? 70s? I gotta move." But I can't even begin to understand probably how much it costs to live in Hunting Beach, California. Huntington Beach, because there's a hunting park in Philly. Huntington Beach. It sounds nice, but also sounds expensive. So yeah, I'm just going around this curve with my little back stitches here, not my forward stitches. I do, like in the situation, I have to skip a tiny bit here. I'm going to do, I am going to stitch one forward just because it doesn't really matter. I just like have it kind of ingrained in me, that I like it saves like the tiniest bit of thread to not backstitch there. I'm doing this as I go. The kits have like a color palette and I'm just trying to like space them out kind of evenly. I knew I wanted to do this section like groovy colors like purple and orange, but I didn't really otherwise plan this. I know a lot of patterns you buy will give you recommendations a lot of the time what DMC colors you should use where. But I think it's fun to spice up your color palette, spice up your life, and make your own little artistic decisions as you can. Even though sometimes that's hard. It's hard to make your own decisions sometimes. Squash just came in. What do you got? Oh, he brought his bone up. That's nice. Hey, bud. All right, now I'm back where I started. That was quick. I really like hand stitching because I can do it while I watch TV. I can take it with me to go. You can do it in the car. It's really nice. I feel like it's kind of like a necessary thing to kind of balance out my other crafts. I'm just tying this with the thread that's already kind of sticking up back here. I'm going to show you something. After this, I'll show you a quilt I've done. I don't know how I'm going to show it to you really because of where I am located. I'm going to eventually run a few needle minders too when people are maybe hanging out. I don't know. But if you have a little needle minder, you can stick that on and then stick your needle on so that you don't lose it. Okay, I'm going to grab my embroidered quilt really quick so I can show you. I was like looking at this today and I haven't really thought about it in a while. This was a block of the month that I did. Gosh, what's her name? I'll think of it. It was Jay's Bouquet. It was block of the month. So every month you did a quilted block or piece block and then an embroidery block. This was like an insane stash builder because you got so much embroidery thread with this. And so, yeah, this whole quilt is like a combination of the two, which I thought was, and it was like all these different flowers I'd never really heard of, and they're all kind of like big and weird. And she like based a lot of her fabric. This is all from like the same fabric. The fabric designer did the quilt design, and yeah, it was really like a fun way to. So if you could find a block of the month that has embroidery on it and quilting on it, that was really nice. So yeah, it's nice to kind of have, if you are mostly a quilter, thank you. If you're mostly a quilter and you're like, what am I going to do with all these like little wall hangings in my life? They don't need to be wall hangings. You could make them into a quilt. And you can like start, zhuzhing up some of your fabric with extra stitches and stuff. So yeah, it's just nice to have like some. It feels like it adds to my quilt repertoire rather than takes away. Okay, I'm gonna finish this outside of this mushroom, and I think I've never designed a pattern before, so I'm just gonna kind of like figure this out as I go about what stitches I want to do where. I think that will be interesting to see, as we say in my house. That will be interesting to see. When it's kind of like a passive aggressive thing we say about ourselves. And yeah, I'm not really perfectly sure where we're gonna use everything. Is this 2 strands or 3? Seems thick. Oh, it's 4 strands. That's why. Typically, embroidery floss is 6 little tiny strands, and so for a project this size, I'm only using 2, just because I need to navigate a lot of curves, and nothing is really that blocky here. So I'm just gonna try to like work 2 of these strands out, so that when I first started embroidery, which was on that quilt, I thought using 2 strands of floss meant like basically 12 strands. And I was like, wow, this is really chunky. And I have no idea how I got 12 strands of floss into my needle, like at all. But I guess I did. It was a lot. So yeah. Okay, we got 2 strands here. And then I love these plastic things. I should get some of these and put them in my bin to just store my floss in whatever increment it is, because they come in, usually I know I didn't pack them in skeins, but they come in like, the skeins are just so unhelpful. So this really keeps things a little bit neater. All right. I'm going to try that knot one more time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. All right. We're going to find out. I also like to just snip my, these are sharper than I thought they were going to be honest. Those little guys work pretty well. Let's see if I can thread this on my own. Nope. If you're new to needle threaders, I guess this is a good opportunity. It's a little bit easier to thread the wire into a needle than it is your thread into a needle. I guess that's the idea. This one's pretty twisted, so nothing is easy right now. They really, because they're so like small and sensitive, they really They really do get twisted. I gotta get myself a new needle threader. Alexa, get me a needle threader. Oh, I see this just broke. That's why I can't give you it. That's so sad. I constantly use my Genomi's needle threader. I don't know how to thread a needle. Well, I do. The long arm doesn't have an automatic threader, which is crazy. That's crazy to me. So I have to thread that all the time. Uh, I don't. The shop I work at does, and I use it. I long arm. Like I long arm now for clients. I take clients. I don't want one. I guess that's my takeaway from like learning a long arm, and it's actually I think it's like pretty cheap. I was kind of surprised. I Every time someone brings a quilt in, I'm like, that's cheap. It's by the square inch. I think. Shira, do you remember? I do. I don't do the. I don't do any like custom work at this point. I just do the the whatever the machine says to do. See, where does that go? What's happening? Um, do you remember how much it is per the patterns are per square inch at the shop for long arming? Shira, I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe if I do it 3 times, you think? Where's Julie Bone Mom at when you need her? Anyways, I can't do it. So yeah, it's a lot of work to like load the machine. Hold please. Nothing could be wrinkled at all. To center it, it is like a French knot, and I can do a French knot. I don't know what's wrong with me. Um, uh, and then like it's fun to like figure out the designs and stuff, and then yeah, and then it just goes, and you have to like make sure it doesn't. The long arm is just constantly trying to break itself. Like that is its goal in life, is to break itself. Oh my god! Wait. Okay, so I do have a game, and it's the game I'm calling it Red Box Game, in which you try to guess what word is red boxed in my show. Like I red boxed 4 words so that if you picked an iteration of the word, it would still get red boxed. Yeah, I use the pattern thing too. The computer does it for me. No. And I'm gonna give you a hint. It's a and you won't know if someone else gets it, but if you do win it, you get a code for $1 off from in my shows. I thought that was fun. That's funny. That's a good idea, Stasa. Um, the hint is if you're in my wife's show ever, she should red box it because she doesn't like the word so much. It's 2 to 3 cents per square inch. She won't even write it, but she knows. Yep, Bonnie got it. You can keep doing it. I'll send you all hey Jay, I'll send you all coupon codes. I'm gonna write down that Bonnie got it. And there's no like spending minimum or anything. Jay. Hi Jay. How's your day going, sweetheart? Wait, Beachy got it? No, Beachy didn't get it. Bonnie got it. Beachy wasn't red boxed. It will red box you. You can that will be your show's red box game. Oh, that's a good one. No. I hate that word. I'm not grossed out by that word. I just think it's so stupid. I'm embarrassed by it, I think. So that is not the word, but it is a red box word. It's not what it is though. It's not a normally red box word. Yeah, Beachy and Stasa both said we if it was my dogs, we'd call it a Venus. We call it as Venus, but Beachy and Stasa both guessed Venus. Nope, it's not. It's why would it ever be related to that? It's not related to that. That's disgusting. It's not just this thing. This thing is not disgusting to me, but it's deeply disgusting to my wife. No, it's just I know that's code for wiener. In the pen shows, they call them all Richards. That really gets me. Yes, Beachy, you got it. Because the pen shows, they put little like good one. The pen shows, they have little like pen beads that look like Richards. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's gross. I hope you never have to see that. And then I figured out how to make coupon codes today too. That's fun and cute. I hope you're learning a lot about embroidery today. Stasa, that is one of the 4 words. You got it. I did that word and then the thing that's attached to, and then like the plural and singular version of those. I guess I shouldn't have made you a mod, Shira. This is a problem for you. Yeah, for extra bonus coupons. What do we actually call them in our house? It's not that much of a quiz. That's true. Jay is my real life friend who doesn't sew, just so everyone knows. We were on our, this is not a hint for how the word, but it we were on our honeymoon and I was giving penis hands. I love that stuff. Scooby-Doos and Scrappy-Doos. We were trying to think of something to call them instead of feet and toes. Oh, I just gave it up. That's funny. But if you put that in a red box, then I will send you $1 off. $1 off whatever you want. I think people say dogs. Oh no, Jay. That's disgusting. I don't want to think of your mom's below ankle area. Not that I've met your mother or know anything about what really goes on down there. Got a little knot here. I wonder why. It takes just a lot of practice. And also the amount of attention that you're paying to your stitch length is never going to be noticed by anybody else. I will tell you that. If you're like hyper fixating on your stitch length, then it looks bad. But if you just kind of let it be, it does not look bad. Hey, Tara. Who knows? We're playing a game. It's called it's called Guess the Red Box Word. And if you guess the red box word, I'll send you $1 off coupon for my anything. That's not the red box word, Tara, but it is a red box word. It's not a word that's normally red boxed. That one's not red boxed. It's not a word that's normally red boxed, but it is something that if you know anything about my wife, it should be red boxed. And nope, that's not it. It's too gay here to red box that. Stop. Stassi, you already got it. Mental. Yeah, she's a therapist. Toots. And the other Samsonite. Why? I'm giving you hints. This is like Rumpelstiltskin going on here. I'm going to run a giveaway while there's 10 people in here. It's going to be a little needle book. Hop in the giveaway. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, if also, it's something that would not be red boxed in Lexi Bowie's show too. So it's something that like comes up a lot in Lexi's show. But in my wife's show, she would absolutely need a red box because this is one of her phobias. Thank you. She's always trying to talk about that stuff. I have a bunch of cute little handmade needle books. They're really cute. Oh, that's a really good guess. No, but you're around the same thing. I feel like yours are fancier than mine. I didn't put any closures on my needle books this time. I just figured that would take too long. Bugs is only what's happening? Bugs is only red boxed at night. We can't talk about bugs at night. You can talk about bugs during the day. Yours are way fancier. Mine are, I had to pick cute fabric to make up for the fact that they weren't fancy. Oh my god, get in the giveaway. I'm putting these in envelopes. It's only 75 cents. That's cute. No. It doesn't have anything to do with sewing at all. I think I'm gonna... That was a really good one, Claire. Bye, Jay. Love you. Exactly, Beachy. Beachy got it. Where'd my juice go? My juice is gone. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I have a glass of grape juice. Wait, Beachy, did you not already have it? You're already on my list. Hey, Bobby. Oh my gosh, everyone's hanging out. Get in the giveaway. We're going to do some cute needle books. I also have a bunch of fun stuff in my shop. And also my mom de-stashed a shit ton on me. I don't think I have. No, there's only that and Stasa got it, which is the things that come off of that. What was I going to say? My mom de-stashed a bunch on me this weekend, so there's a lot of stuff in my bin for some reason. Stasa. You already got it. She's just putting things in Redbox. She said nipples, which is a ridiculous thing to Redbox, I would say. Yeah, literally everything in my bin I tried to list everything really low because my mom de-stashed it all on me. And in return, I'm long arming something for her, including a Cape wide back, which is actually just gorgeous. All right. I'm going to pick a new color here. This is so bright. This is like so neon. That's a lot. I guess I'll just do it. It is pretty 70s looking. Great. Thanks for the follow. Get in the old givey. I know, right? There's 2 wide backs in there. What is she doing with 2 wide backs? She's one woman. One day I'll do a fabric show, but that day is not today. That's why everything's just going to sit in my bin until I make it into kits. I think doing like one of those making a bunch of kits of those book pillows would be cute. From some of the more boring stuff. He's asleep. I don't condone giving him too many snacks. The vet said he can't gain any more weight. She said he didn't need to lose weight, but he can't gain any weight. Also, if you win 2 giveys, you don't need to get 2 needle books. I'll give you something else. Put a treats in. Get yourself a treat. Is this 2 or 3? I thought I got 2. I got 3 instead. Whoops. You'd have to see my messy. It's pretty messy in here right now. Here, I can go show you what he's up to. You're gonna be dizzy for a second though. Sorry, I'm just threading this. I actually threaded it correctly this time. Want to see what he's up to? Ah, that's nice. There's my, don't say the word. There he is. He's tired. Squishy. Hi. Hi. You were sleeping? Hi. Hello. Who's going to get the Givey squishy? Stasa got the Givey. Stasa, I'm going to send you something else since you already want a Givey. And since she cheated, I don't know what I'm going to send you. We're going to figure it out. Something from, maybe something from my wife's world of stuff. Yeah, it's very rigged here. For a zipper pull. That might be fun. Shira, get Stasa a zipper pull. He's really cute, but Bobby, do you have a dog? Yes, you do. It's in your well, I guess I could be wrongly assuming, and yeah. It could have been a memorialized picture of your dog. More wide backs. Let's see if I can do this again. Nope. My mom gave me Coda. What kind of dog is Coda? My mom also gave me like 4 king battings, and I just don't know where to put them. They're so large. Bichon Poodle. A Beepoo. Stasa, what color did you get? I'm so curious. Stasa just got from my bin one of these macaron thread glosses. They're so cute. She's like, now my shipping's paid for. They're so cute. And they're to condition your thread and keep it from tangling, hopefully. Green. The mint is so cute. Mole rat-esque. It's so cute. I was never a small dog person until my tiny dog. How much does he weigh? Coda. When their skin comes through. That's same. Squash is about, I think he's like maybe 12 up to, he's like on the borderline of 12. They're the same size. Yeah, get in the Givey and then win all 3. What else can I give you, Stasa? Get in the Givey for 3 yards of a wide back. Just kidding. Don't do that. I didn't even know they made Cape wide backs. I was like unraveling it last night, and I was like, is this really still going? And it was. I got red bucks for threatening Stasa. That's true. You did get red box for threatening Stasa. Get Stasa a zipper pull. I think I'm gonna do like a vinyl fronted pouch. I got that a half yard. Well, actually, this is a funny story. I'll show you the fabric. Oh no, it was right out, and now it's gone. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's like 50% sewing, 50% show and tell. What else could you ask for? I got this half yard from Maniac. I ordered it, and then like 2 weeks later, I noticed it had moved from where she lives. I know where she lives because I used to live in Maine. It had moved from where she lives to another like major, to a different like larger city in Maine. And but I had stayed there for like 10 days, and had been a really long time. So I contacted Whatnot, and I got a full refund on my no, it was it was somewhere in southern Maine. It had not made it to Nashua. And I got a full refund from Whatnot. I got a $10 credit from Whatnot. And then I received the package. That was nuts. Hi, Deneen. So yeah, that worked out for me. And now I have this, and I want to make a vinyl zipper pouch. I will say, Bonnie, like you can see here, my stitch length is not even. Like this is not an even stitch length because this is the smallest stitch I'd want to do. And I'm not going to do that the whole way. That would be insane. And you're not, but when you look at mine, you don't notice that. You just kind of see stitches. You don't like see that there's uneven stitch length. So it's really like, I feel like it becomes a little more like organic as you go. I knew that I felt like because, well, I told her too, if they do, charge you, I'm going to give you the money back. That's ridiculous. Oh my God, Stasa, 3 in a row. Are you kidding me? This is nuts. This is the most rigged thing I've ever seen in my life. What am I going to send you? Just like want my whole Janome? You want that antique Janome I just got? This is funny. Just like tour my sewing room. I'll find something fun. I'll take you virtually to the quilt shop with me and you can use my store credit, buy whatever you want. I can't run another one until I move my hoop. I am coming, Bonnie, the only one who's actually focused here. I'm basically, yes. I'm trying to look at the camera and not my actual work right now, which is bad. But I'm coming up my hoop, not my poop. And then when I go back in, I'm going like right into that same hole when I go back. Shira just like, I heard her like yell, laugh at that from downstairs. Peachy. Imagine if I was giving out Nintendo Switches though. You wouldn't get them anyways, probably. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Bonnie. Oh my God, no. It's stitching and bitching night. You know, you can like switch your mailing address. Sometimes, oh, in Shira's show, I've wanted to like bid on something before, so I added a different address in to bid on something, and I didn't end up bidding on it because I think I would have probably accidentally won. You know when you accidentally win something? We def bitchin'. I have no idea. I have no idea who's actually giving things out. I've never won in one of those big shows before. The biggest show I've ever won in is Jean's Eye. I actually did get a Starbucks gift card from Jean's Eye. Well, I've gotten a few things from Jean's Eye, but that's the largest scale show I've ever won in. Stop. Don't call me a penis head. It's also just red box. I prefer you red boxing yourself by saying boobs, not from saying penis head. Maybe I'll load up your needle book instead. I did tell Shira to make you a charm. Oh, and you're a Disney person too. That makes things easier. My red box word is labia. Kathy Fred does not want to see you say penis head. Don't do that to Kathy. She said I didn't on Kathy Fred's show. I used boob. It's fun. Don't call Kathy Fred a boob. Everybody, it's my PSA of the day. Oh, you didn't get red boxed by saying boob in Kathy Fred's show. You just called Kathy a boob in front of everybody. That's awful. That's really embarrassing. Have my juice. Every once in a while, boob doesn't get you red boxed. It's kind of confusing. I don't know what's up with that. Kathy Fred, you old boob. I am taking part in that. Seriously. Just like the nicest one of all of us, probably. Should have done it in Jean's Eye Show. Try to get red box in Jean's Eye Show, see what happens. Oh, thank you for reminding me. My Ritalin's worn off today. It's the end of the day. In that half yard, you know how they did the fat quarter raid train? Look at that, first try. I'm doing that being part of the half yard raid train as myself, as Reed makes half yard hustle. And my secret is I'm just gonna go to the quilt shop and we're just gonna run a half hour show from the quilt shop, and I'm really excited. Did it work? No. I think it'll be really fun. Someone cheated? Well, it was Stevie that won. So I can't imagine she cheated because she just sells a ton of fabric. Like I don't know. Maybe she did cheat though. Not her, but maybe someone did cheat. Oh my god. That's funny. I was so tired. Stop it. Everyone's giving me all the tea. Wow. I was so tired. I had gotten up at 3:00 that day, 3 in the morning to work at the bakery, and then they needed someone to fill in, and I was so tired and out of it. And it was like a miracle that I survived that day. I was like I wasn't even close to wanting to try to beat anybody. I don't have $1,000 of fabric. That's like sellable. I was so tired. That was like the most tired I've ever been. I think I got the idea what a backstitch looks like. I'm thinking about running stitch. And you can see, I don't know why I chose purple. That was really dumb. It just does not show up. You can see these little individual stitches here that are separated by a little bit of space. It's like a really simple stitch. It's basically a sashiko stitch. But I think you can see like a few of these lines here kind of lend themselves to a little bit of running stitch. So maybe we'll do that really quick on this little sea otter body. That will be cute. I just started that orange for no reason then. Ugh. It is like, it's just so much work to sell on here. Like it takes a lot. I know that you know this. I know I'm speaking to what's that? Speaking to the choir? Singing to the choir? What's the phrase? Speaking to the, preaching to the choir. I just used backstitch on the shell. Thank you for asking. Um, that's funny. Singing to the choir is really not the phrase. It's so much work to sell on here. It's so much work. And so, yeah, a lot of respect. And I don't really want to do it all the time. I like to sit here and then like package 3 things and then go to sleep. I think I'm going to use this brown. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you make a ton of money. Well, I guess maybe if you're making $3,000 in a half hour, you are, but who knows? It's more fun just to hang out. But I appreciate everyone who sells, obviously, because that gives me a place to hang out. It gives me something to distract myself with at all times. Me too. Okie dokie. So Stasa, what the issue is there? Stasa asked if I ever found out anyone's secret names. I know that you red box yourself in order to hide your identity. The answer is no. I don't know who anybody's secret name is, and I also forget everything you already told me because I was so hype when you told me. So I was so excited, and then I immediately forgot. I was all excited. So, I'm a bad secret holder. I don't need to be a good secret keeper because I don't remember anything. Okay, what I'm gonna do. Tattoo tooth? Tattooth? What? Why is it that? Tattooth? Thank you thank you, Bonnie, for your purchase. Tattooth? Bonnie, did you just get 2 more macarons? It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this tea and put my stitching down for a second because I'm about to teach you something, and I'm gonna run this last giveaway that I have in here. Hey, Nikki, Bobby tells Beachy that she has her tooth tattooed. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, pink to beach. That's so sweet. That's disgusting. I hate teeth. My ick is teeth. Please get in the giveaway. There are 11 of you, except Stasa. Don't get in the giveaway because you can get in the giveaway. If you won all 4 of my giveaways, I would contact customer support. Um, 4 for 4. Mine is mouth, like jaw, like when you have like trauma to your jaw or teeth. That's so disgusting for me. I'm a nurse, but not actively right now. But I have been a nurse and I hate mouth stuff. Probably chose beachy. Deneen, you got red box because that's the word. Deneen, the oops, there's a game tonight, and if you guess the red box word, you get a $1 off coupon. So I'll send you $1 off coupon. I'm gonna do these little lines on this little guy as a running stitch. It's in the show notes. Read my show notes, Deneen. I'm just gonna space these. When you're doing a running stitch, you're just going forward and you're not going backwards. You're basically running it forward. Extra appendages? Like what? What are you talking about? Oh, just click on where it says. Oh, Deneen, I hope you hope you didn't know I was just giving you a hard time. I'm very, very sarcastic. Thank you. Thank you for participating in my little game, even though you didn't know. Oh, really? Oh no. If you click on the little show notes thing. I hope you didn't think I was actually upset by this. Typically with a running stitch, you'd want to try to space this evenly, but I'm just kind of following the lines on the pattern, and I'm calling it a running stitch here. Oh, maybe. Sorry about that. It just says we're playing a game, and it's guess the red box word. And if you guess the red box word correctly, you get... Okay, cool. If you guess the red box word, you get $1 off coupon to my shop. That's disgusting, Bobby, and that's not it. Bobby said nutsack. That's not what it is, and that's awful. It's not a phrase that would normally get you red boxed in a show, and it is something that Deneen hates. I found out just now, and my wife hates it. Yeah, that's an ick for me too. Obviously, nutsack. That's disgusting. It's my wife's ick, and it is something. My other clue was that it's something that comes up a lot in Lexi Bowie's show, not as an ick, but as a money-making scheme. Oh, that's actually cute and sad. Maybe she'll do a not Sunday show. Cheryl, you do a not Sunday show so that Bobby can come? Maybe. Cancel on your family. You can call out sick. I love these little snips. I really was like, no, close. Not sure if these were worth selling because I wasn't sure if they would work really well, but they're nice and sharp. They really have been doing well. And they're cute. And you can take them on a plane. And I broke my needle threader. You're on the right track though. But Shira doesn't dislike my wife does not dislike strippers. No, I don't think so, Nikki. I think the consensus is no. We all knew that you had a stripper problem. I think we're all too busy having a shopping problem to have a stripping problem. Bonnie, yay. 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's not the same one as I had made 2 of each so that people didn't have to. They're needle books. If you weren't here before, they have a little piece of felt inside just for you to slip your needles into. Tula, nice. Tula's the choice. Number 2. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any other? Yeah, I have a little bit I can running stitch here. So rude. I could never be a stripper. I would be such a bad stripper. I'm very I don't know, like the things that probably make me good at like stitching and loading a long arm aren't that I'm lithe. I don't know, it's something else probably. And I'd be very concerned about the temperature of the place that I was working at. If it was too hot, I would be all sweaty and worried I'm stinky. And if it was cold, that would be uncomfortable. Right. I don't think you can refuse service. I mean, I think that if hopefully you work at a location, not, I don't know who the you in question is here. Hopefully one is working in a location that does let you refuse service to someone who's unsafe. But I feel like I would be like immediately rejecting all these old creepy men just because of how they look. Beachy, you got yourself red boxed again. You forgot the game. Beachy's just trying to rack up dollar coupons. I'm going to backstitch on this one because it's just like one line. Basically, that's true. Yeah, I feel like I would be the one with bad BO. Hey, Lucy Lou. At the strip club, as the stripper, if it was hot in there. My if anyone was curious why I'm here, again, just doing the same exact stitches. My this didn't post to YouTube on Sunday, which is annoying. Ew, Deneen. That's funny. Hopefully someone just has captions on and is just watching this mess unfold. Who knows what people on YouTube see or watch or whatever. I think those are the only like little bits that feel like I could make them into running stitches. A little bit of a stretch as it was. Regarding my plans for this piece, I think I decided I'm doing a back stitch on the outer borders, like the outer crinkly bits of the stamp. This line is going to be something else. I'm going to outline the mushies with a back stitch. I think that is all I decided for now. So I guess your homework, if you're following along at home and you want to stay on top of this, but all of you are probably too busy buying fabric. Just kidding. You can, it's actually nice to hand stitch while you watch a show because it keeps your hands from swiping. That's the idea. Yeah. I'm almost always sewing while I'm watching whatnot fabric shows so that I'm not buying too much. Okay, so your homework is, I mean, if you want to stay on top of doing one stitch at a time, I'm doing the outlines of these mushrooms. These are going to be groovy for me. They don't have to be groovy for you. And then these are back stitch. Your shell was in back stitch, and these little bits, these little lines, dots, basically on the otter are running stitch. I think, sorry, maybe the otter too will be back stitched. I think let's back stitch the otter. I don't know what, I think I'm going to finish him in brown. So backstitch the otter. I know. The mushrooms and the outlines of these. You can do it in all black, but I'm going to warn you, I probably didn't give you enough black to do this outline and this outline in black. If you want more black, I can just throw some in an envelope for you. It's not a big deal. I have plenty of everything. But just, I'm going to change up my colors on my borders just so that I don't like immediately run out. Like I'll do this one in blue because it's ocean. I'll do this one in green because it's flowers. This one in something funky because it's funky. And then maybe this one in pink because it's girly. I mean, I think like the biggest thing to use is DMC. Honestly, like for a project like this, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. But if I'm doing something nice, I get DMC. I think the other thing that is fun to play around with is using like different types. So let me show you what I can show you. I have a couple things in here. Like everything like this is DMC, right? But these are like a wool, I guess. I don't know what they're wool and acrylic. It's Wonderfill by Sue Spargo. They come in things like this. You get a ton at a time, like more than you'll ever use. And it is, this one's brown, so it really looks like hair. But I have a couple different colors that look less like hair, but they're a little bit different. They're like a little less shiny, a little more fuzzy. Like, and with these ones, no, for sure, no. You should not split those. With the DMC, yes, for sure, I would. And then you can get pearl cottons, and this one's really pretty. This is, hey Dayshree, this is Wonderfill. Oops, whoa. I think this is Sue Spargo. I think this is 100% cotton. This is really pretty, isn't it? This is a pearl cotton. So again, this is not something you would split. This is great if you do any like big stitch hand quilting. These are really nice. And then like this is a less pretty one, but this is also a pearl cotton. And so there's like a few other things that I do use sometimes for like different textures and different purposes. This is also pearl cotton. Amy, have I ever sent you one of these with a package, a pearl cotton? I'm gonna throw one of these in your Givey, your triple Givey, so that you can try it out, or just like or just touch it. Oh my god, wait, this one matches so well. Look at this. So cute. So you can try that out. Don't be sorry. Oh my god. It just literally doesn't matter to me. Someone else could be mad at you. This one, this is German. This is like a German lot I found at a thrift store. They're super soft. So that'll be fun for you to try. That's like a little introduction to something fun for you. I think that's it. I think those are like the things I mostly embroider with. And then we'll throw in some little zipper pull for you too. Oh, I keep touching stuff by accident. I gotta go to bed. Stasa won 3 of my 4 giveaways and then didn't enter my 4th one. So yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. I'm gonna do my back stitching on my borders, my like scalloped borders on my otter. My shell is done, and then this is gonna be back stitched. Oh, thanks, Deneen. I'm so excited for you to join us. I have kits made up, so I'll ship that right out. Great. All right. Well, if you we all hate you now. Thank you for coming in. I'm scared to read because I don't know who's on. I guess you're in. Yes. So do these basically the outlines on these two are going to be backstitch and then your scallop stitches. Okay, let's rate someone. Oh, Maniac's sister's on. Let's go see Maniac's sister. She's always got some fun stuff. All right, see you guys later. Have a good night. Love you.